All right, friends, welcome back. We're here with Cody Butler and Tony from Heat Bootcamp, talking a bit about, I guess we'll call it our core values today.
There you go.
All right. Talking about the core and how to improve on that. And you're saying it's not just that six-pack, right?
It's not just the six-pack, which I have to just start off by saying, and people don't want to hear this, but those six-pack abs are not made in the gym, they're made in the kitchen.
Okay.
You know, core work is absolutely important, but you're going to have to improve on that diet if you want those toned, ripped abs.
Yeah, it takes a lot of work, too. All right, and you got a few exercises to kind of point out that they're not just in front, they're in the sides and the back. The core is this whole stability base for your body, right?
That's right, absolutely. You know, someone asked me, they said, well, why are you going to talk about ab exercises? The summer is almost over.
Right.
Well, I can assure you that your core needs attention and conditioning 12 months out of the year.
All right.
We have so many people that come in with lower back problems that can be easily prevented with just doing a few core exercises a few times a week.
Strengthening all that?
That's right.
All right,
so I'm going to walk you through 5 progression exercises here with Tony. And the first one, it's very plain and simple.
Okay.
A lot of people are at the office all day long, sitting in their computers. The first and easiest thing to do is just a squeeze. We're going to tighten up our core.
Yeah,
like
it's not visual, is it?
But no, you can't. Well, you can see it on the face. So if your coworkers are doing this, they're going to have a very odd look on their face. We're just going to hold it for about 30 seconds, just one time an hour. 30 seconds an hour, make a huge improvement on that lower back.
How about that?
And the core.
I'm doing it right now.
There you go. There you go. Now we're going to be a little bit more progressive. I'm going to have Tony come down to the ground. We're going to start off with a basic crunch. You know, you see a lot of gimmicks on TV with different things that you need.
All over
the place. But I tell you what, the basic crunch is still one of the best core exercises you can possibly do.
Okay.
So I'm going to show you correct form. So Tony's going to start off, hands are behind the head. He's just going to come up and down 1 second at a time. You'll notice his chin is about a size of a tennis ball right off his chest. And
you can even use a tennis ball in there.
Yeah, you could, absolutely. So you don't want to have your head or neck extended. I have Tony looking straight in front of me. Make sure you're exhaling out when you look forward.
And you can see all that firing.
That's right, that's right. So this is just the basic crunch. Now we're going to take it into what's called the bicycle, so that trunk rotation. So people who are runners, tennis players, you need to have some trunk rotation in there. So Tony, I'm going to have you come into a bicycle for me. We're just going to have straight in, straight out, taking the elbow to the opposite knee. Elbow to the opposite knee. There you go. Now, a lot of people, when they hear the word bicycle, they actually do the bicycle movement.
Right.
And it's the worst name for it because it should be more straight in, straight out, like pistons. So you'll notice Tony is extending straight out. He's flexing the quad as he comes out. He's touching the elbow to the knee. Now, sometimes you'll get a lot of neck rotation. So what we can do to prevent that is actually take the hands off the head. And I'm going to have Tony just touch his wrist to his knees instead of the elbows. Okay? And he's going to look straight forward. So we get a little bit more trunk rotation without all the rotation in the neck, which is really important.
That just looks hard.
Well, I can tell Tony's starting to...
He says it is, yeah.
Okay, now we're going to move over to the side, our side oblique. So I'm going to have Tony flip over to his side in a side plank position. He's going to come up in his elbow. His body is nice and straight and elongated. We can take the hand straight up. Right there. Good. I'm going to push you in right here. Now, if you have any shoulder problems, I always recommend that you bring that hand down on the floor. Give yourself a little stability. Okay? Now, right here is just a basic movement. If we want to add a little bit more, I'm going to have Tony come down into what's called a hip touch. He's going to touch his hip down, straight back up. 1 second down, 1 second up. Okay? And we're just watching to make sure that body stays nice and straight.
Yeah, and I've done that, and that's hard.
Oh, yeah.
Once you're in that plank position, all that resistance, that gravity is just dragging you down.
Oh, absolutely, because you're using your body weight. In all these drills, we're using our body weight for our resistance, okay? So this is a great side oblique exercise. Now, I'm going to take it into the back portion, our lower back. I'm going to have Tony flip over onto his stomach for me. Okay, and we're going to go into what I call a skydiver. So he's going to raise his upper body and his lower body up for 2 seconds, and then he's going to drop back down. And we're focusing all right here.
And you know, little babies do that naturally.
I know, right?
It's so fun. Right? So they know all about back core strength.
If only we could do the things that we could do when we were 2 years old. So we're just going to raise, hold, and then back down. And if we want to add a little to this, we can go swimming. I'm going to have Tony keep his arms up, and he's just going to kick through the back of his legs, kicking through the glutes, not through the knees. Very important, so that way we can keep that lower back activated the whole time.
Now, are the glutes kind of an extension of the core in a way?
Essentially, you could say yes, and the fact when you're using the lower back, those guys definitely need to be fired and engaged. Anytime you're doing a plank, and I'll have Tony come up into a plank on his elbows and toes for me.
Yeah, and this is the last one we got time for, I think.
Okay, let's just come up right here. So to answer your question, what I want to have Tony do is tuck his pelvic under and squeeze his glutes. So he's going to squeeze those glutes, and he's going to keep that core engaged.
Good workout. You can tell he's breaking a sweat, too.
Yep. Are you done, Tony? Are we done with our 3-minute abs? All right, man. Good job.
3.5-minute abs in our case. Tony, nice job, sir. And Cody Butler from Heat Bootcamp. Thanks for coming in, guys. Appreciate this little tips.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.